their lives into a truck once again. These Syrian refugees in the Lebanese border town of Arsal are making the perilous journey back home. As Syria's civil war rumbles on into its 8th year, they don't want to wait any longer.
I prefer to be back in my country, whatever happens, even if I die.
More than 400 refugees were being transferred to Kalamoun on Thursday. After being searched and registering with the authorities, families shared whatever vehicles they could find and joined a convoy to the border crossing. The checkpoint was open for just a few hours to let them through. Once on the other side, they're on their own. Most are heading back to areas they've heard are safe, but they don't know what they'll find when they get there.
I'm going to see if our house is still standing. Oh God, we don't know. We have to go there to see what has happened.
The UN says 12,000 people have returned to Syria from Lebanon this year, mostly to areas back under Syrian government control. But those from towns still under siege have little choice but to remain here. Ibtisam's refugee camp neighbours are heading home, but she's from Idlib, one of the last rebel-held areas in Syria, and doesn't dare go back yet, if at all.
We don't feel safe going there. It's all death and terrorism. It's better to stay here than going there to be murdered.
And there's danger in the journey itself. By 9 a.m, the temperature was a blistering 30 degrees. Nearly 50 refugees were treated for severe heat stroke, and they face an outbreak of polio across the border. But they all chose to continue. If they miss the convoy, they don't know when the border will open again. There are still nearly 1 million Syrian refugees in Lebanon, 50,000 of them here in Arsal. Those who return face an uncertain future. Many, like Ibtisam, want to go home, but can't because their hometowns are still at war. And with another humanitarian crisis brewing, as President Assad's forces intensify their assault on Daraa in southern Syria, the displacement along Syria's borders only looks set to grow.